Hello everyone, here is Nadia from Pilateshousehanoi Studio and Teacher Training Center. Today's video I have recorded for those of you who are experiencing the neck pain, the upper shoulder pain, back pain, and especially if you know that you have the forward head posture or you have kyphotic posture when you have your back a bit slouched, which many of us have in the modern life. So for this routine you would need to use the bolster or you can use the folded mat. I do not recommend to make this routine lying flat on the floor, especially if you have rounded shoulders, because there is a big chance that you may overload your lumbar spine, which we don't want to do. However, in this class we want to activate the deep muscles of the neck, which are those strong boys who are working for you 24 hours a day, and if they are strong and supportive enough, your superficial muscles can actually be relaxed. So follow this routine at least 3 times a week. If you have chronic neck pain or upper back pain, I would try to stick to this routine daily. It's around 15 minutes a day, which will save your neck and improve your health dramatically. So let's get started. I will go on my bolster. So just lie down on the bolster with the hips relaxed, and then your head will be just relaxing down towards the mat. Shoulders by the sides and also very relaxed. And then feel that your chest is heavy and pressing into the bolster. And you will start to do the small movements with your head, twisting it side to side, nose just 1 centimeter off the bolster. Very small, micro movement. Think of we're working on those very small muscles deep inside, close to your neck vertebrae. So to activate those muscles, you don't need to make a strong and forced movement, but need to be very precise and small. After 10 repetitions, you will float your head a bit higher and continue to make the movement side to side. Nice and easy. Very relaxed chest. So feel it's heavy, you feel zero tension in your shoulders. And then you will float a little bit higher and continue those small side to side, really like you will draw the line with your nose on the floor in front of you. Very small, chest still heavy, and you float higher and continue to do the movements. Make sure that you still have relaxed shoulders and chest is heavy on your bolster or on your mat, and float higher. So we gradually raise it up to the position when you will have your head aligned with your spine. But go to that point quite slow. 10 repetitions on each level and float higher and still feel heaviness of your chest. It's very important that you do not tense and try not to do any extension yet. So just think of we're activating the muscles from the base of the skull and which are attached around your upper back area. And float higher, side to side. Chest heavy. If you feel that you start to try to go into extension, just consciously relax that movement. And maybe one step and again heavy chest, very small. Like 1 centimeter line with your nose on the floor. And now it's time when you floated enough. Imagine and think of your axial elongation. So from the crown of the head, you start to reach forward. And now you will bring one ear to the front, and then second ear to the front. Like you say, I don't know. So right ear and left ear. Chest continues to be relaxed. And you really try to reach like you want to elongate one side of the neck. And the movement is effortless, so try to be as relaxed as you can. Because again, we are working with those very deep muscles, and you don't need to be super tense to activate them. This is a big trick of the small steps make a big change. Okay, and axle elongation, don't forget to think of like you're reaching with your head away from your pelvis, like a turtle coming out of the shell. So you're really elongating and moving forward. At the same time, even relax your shoulders, your back. Here to the front, here to the front. Relax the chest. Should be not much tension in the body when you do this movement. And then you can lower the head for a second. Take an inhalation. And now start to float your head again, lengthening forward, feeling the chest is heavy and head just floating out. And now you will start to make a spiral towards the right side. Imagine like you drill the space with the crown of the head. And really, shoulders must be as relaxed as you can. And you make a small spiraling movement. Moving forward. Chest relaxed. And try to overcome the boredom. It's small movements, and we have to do them quite a while. And now change the direction of the circles. Again, relax your chest. Make sure that you are not tensing any muscle in your back yet. Circling forward, shoulders relaxed. Imagery is important here. So you think about like you're moving constantly forward with the axis from the crown of the head, and let's change direction again to the right for 10 times. And more shoulders again, no tension around. And to the left. Up to 10 times. And then relax down. And now you will float, aligning the head with your spine. And we will add now the scapular activation. So you would have the arms in T position. I cannot make exactly T because of the Cadillac, but if you're on the mat, you will have the space a bit wider than I am. And elbows will be in the air, so you will not drop the elbows on the floor, but keep them up. And you press your palms down gently into the mat. And imagine like you want to push the floor away from you a few times. Deepen your palms into the floor and push the floor. You want to push out. And relax. And again, down palms and push the floor away from you. And relax. One more time, deepen your palms down and push the floor away from you. And now, having this position, we will just start to do shoulder elevation. When your scapula or shoulder blade is gliding up and shoulder depression. Elbows remains in the air. Elevation and depression. And elevation and depression. And elevation and depression. And now elevate the shoulders. And now when you depress, add the push from the floor away. So you'll feel the activation of the musculature below your shoulder blade. And elevation, lower the scapulas down and push the floor away from you. And again, shoulders up, shoulders down, push the floor away from you. Shoulders up, shoulders down, push the floor away from you. And two more times. Shoulders up, shoulders down, push the floor away from you. And now keep pushing with your right arm and we will add the shoulder rolls. So right arm actively pushing the floor and my left shoulder will start to make the circles like a mule. Down, up, back, and forward. So here you keep the activation of your right arm and we'll go for 5 circles to the front and 5 circles to the back. And keep pushing with your right arm. You will feel those musculature being active under the scapula. And 2 and 1. And now left arm, push it away and right shoulder from making the rolling movement to the back for 5 and to the front for 5. Okay. And then relax. Take an inhalation. And as you exhale, float back up again. Push the floor away from you. And now add again your ear to the front. Now we already started to a little bit activate the muscles also of your shoulder girdle. And at the same time, we're inviting your posterior deep layer of neck muscles to be active. And now circles. It can be now a little bit bigger circle. 10 to one direction, 10 to another direction. And at this point, you can start feel a little bit your upper back being working a little bit more. And 4 more. 2 and 1, and you can have a rest. Relax the head, neck and shoulders. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, float your head back again. And now your shoulder will be down and then elbows on the floor. And now I would like you to turn your palm with the thumb facing to the ceiling. And you will be pressing your palm into the floor and give a slide to your arm to the front. And think of movement from your shoulder blade. And slide back in. And again, press your palm down, feel the scapula goes down, and push the floor away from you. And come back up. And again, down over your scapula and push the floor away. Okay, and again, down, and you keep pressure over your arm. And come back, one more time, down, and push the floor away from you. And bring the arm back. Now other arm again. Thumb up, shoulder blade down, and you start to lightly pressing your grip of your palm. And come back. And 5 more times. Scapula down. And then start to glide forward, 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 forward. And come back. And again down. Then slide forward, out, 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 out. And again down and slide forward, forward, out, 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 out. And again down and slide forward. Good. 2 more times. Lower your shoulders, bottom border of your scapula is down, and you slide away. And 1 more time. And then both arms at the same time. Thumbs up. Deepen it into the floor, and then give it a slide in V position. So go a little bit wider here. Inhale, and again deepen down and push away the floor. Pushing, so you feel constant pressure of the grip of your palm into the floor. Okay, and 2 more times down and push the floor away from you. And feel here, the movement comes from your shoulder blades. So you do not raise your shoulder, shoulder is down, and you are aware that movement happens from the shoulder blades, so from your mid-back level. And 1 more time, and then keep the arms pushing the floor away, and add again your neck side to side. Ear to the front, ear to the front. Keep your arms active. And at the circles, can be bigger circles now. Keep your arms active. You're still trying to push the floor out. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and reverse for 10. 2, 3, 4, start raising the arm off from the floor. The trick is not to raise the shoulder, not to activate the upper trapezius muscle. So we want actually here to feel that we draw the shoulder blades down, and then you think of the bottom angle of the scapula glides forward when you raise your arm up. So this is the imagery and mechanics of the movement. Again, shoulders down, bottom border of the scapula will raise, and you raise your arm. And again, scapula down. And you stay in the V position. And it's quite challenging movement to make it correctly. So you make sure that your trap is not active. And again, scapula down and raise the arm. And again, scapula down and raise the arm. Think that you have to push heavy object with your arm, really heavy high. So you want more lower trapezius be active. Think about the heavy, big arm, I don't know, roll, you want to push it up. And again, scapula down and push something heavy up with your arm. And we'll go for 3 more times. And you should definitely feel now something somewhere around your mid-back area. And last time. Okay, and we will step up from the bolster. For the next, like the integrational movement, I will give you the swimming on 4. And when you go on the quadruped position now, some of you may already feel the lightness and openness through the upper back. So you stay in quadruped, elbows looking to each other, palms directly under the shoulders and knees under the hip joints, and you stay in 90-90 position. And here you will now press your right palm into the floor and left knee, and lower your scapula on the right side. And then lengthen your neck and let your arm and leg float, and lengthen in opposite directions and come back in. Press your left palm onto the floor, draw your scapula down on the left side, press your right knee, and then let the right arm and left leg float off the floor. And come back in. And continue the same activation. Shoulder down, opposite arm and leg pressing, and you give it a slide. And come back in. And again, push down, an exhalation to go out. And come back in, and we'll go for 2 more times. But definitely feel free to do it up to 10 times. Okay. And one more time, imagine cup of tea stand on your pelvis, so you will not tilt your pelvis side to side. And this is it. So now just sit comfortably and pay attention, how do you feel your neck? You will feel a lot of lightness in the way how you have to carry your head on top of your chest, for sure. And if you continue to make this routine daily, I can convince you that in 1 month you will have totally different posture and muscle tone around upper traps and upper back. If you like this video, please like it and follow us, and of course share your successes. You can comment under the video and we will be happy to answer, and as well of course meet you here in Pilates House Hanoi studio, because nothing will compare to the teacher who will guide you to the process of obtaining the new body with Pilates method. See you around.